Up demonstrator in Ontario, Canada, and I want to welcome you to my Wednesday evening YouTube live. Give me just one moment while I go and bring this up on my computer so I can share it to my Facebook page. So hold please, I've got the beautiful card that we're going to be creating. Sitting there for you to see. So let me just bring me up and share. Oh, we've got a bit of echoing. Just page. Okay. Alrighty, I hope you all have had a fabulous day. I hope your week is going good so far. I'm just looking at my iPad here to make sure my lighting is good. Hello, Jeannie, how are you today? It's a beautiful day here in southwestern Ontario. I'm just looking at my lighting. All right, it's always a struggle, it seems. Let me just bring this lamp here. See if we can't get it a little brighter. There we go. All right, so tonight we are going to be creating this beautiful card, and it is so easy to do. We are using the Host stamp set in your words. Speaking of Host, it is a celebration Host stamp set. It is from the back of this catalog here, right here. This catalog is done 11 p.m. Mountain Time tomorrow. So if you are still wanting to get any celebration products, if you've had an order sitting waiting, now is the time to click submit order, because after tomorrow at 11 p.m., you cannot get any of this anymore. The products will be gone. That was my little infomercial there for you guys. All right, so I'm also using the Harvest dies. These are back in stock. At least they were yesterday. I haven't checked today. So I'm using this beautiful Coneflower die, as well as the time-worn type 3D embossing folder. Now, this was a sale. This is going to be freaky for the camera. This was a celebration item. It was the Bedazzling 6x6 specialty paper. It's all sold out. So you cannot get it anymore. And this is actually the very first card I used it on. I've had this in my stash, oh my gosh, since we could pre-earn as demonstrators back in August, and I never got into it until I created this card, and I was like, oh dear, why didn't I use this? It is gorgeous. And then the designer series paper is, this is from the Harvest Meadow Suite. So you can see there's the dies there. I did not use this stamp set. So I used the dies, the time-worn type embossing folder. I love this embossing folder, you guys. You need it. It is so gorgeous. And then this is the designer series paper here. This is the pattern. This package of paper, when I first looked at it, and I was like, but you know what? There are some gorgeous, gorgeous patterns in here that I am sure you would be able to find a fabulous use for. And this, see, if you don't like the one side, I'm sure you're going to like the other. And this side here, oh, is so beautiful. So you can see on the die here that it has these openings. What they actually do, I've already die cut, and I don't know if my camera is going to pick it up, but it embosses it as well as die cutting it out. Now, you'll notice you can only slightly see those embossed lines right here, because once you get your cardstock wet, it's going to flatten those embossed pieces down. And so this is the inside of my card. So this is Misty Moonlight, fabulous blue. All right, so you're going to check out my blog after I am all done. You're going to have to give me about 15-ish minutes to get it all finished up with my video and that inserted into it. So I've got a piece of paper towel. Now for the best experience when you're watercoloring, actually we'll just leave this on here. You need a, this is the water painters. So it comes in a 3-pack. It'll be, all the products will be listed in my blog. There'll be links for you to check out. So what I'm doing is I'm going to pick up my ink on a clear block, and you can see my block is clean. So I'm just going to, a clean, dry block, pick up some ink. You don't need a whole lot. But what you do need to do is make sure your watercolor paper is wet first. Otherwise, that ink is not going to glide smoothly over your cardstock, and you're going to get those yucky, splotchy, heavy areas that you don't want, that just because the cardstock is not wet. So the wetter you get it, more saturated you get it, it's going to take longer to dry. All right, I'm going to look over at my comments here. Jeannie, you had a gorgeous day there as well. That is good. Hello, Carol. Hello, Marina. Hi, Amy. Mary. Okay, so Marina, your dies are on their way. Mary, your stuff, did you see that I sent out an email the other day for the Nature's Harvest class? I sent out an email with the PDF and letting everybody know that I've just added some water to the block, and now I'm going over my watercolor paper. And the secret to getting beautifully finished watercolor images and that is the proper paper. So you can't do this on regular paper. It will pill. You can use watercolor paper, or you can use shimmery white. But this kind of effect, I wanted the watercolor paper. All right, so you can also go back in, and after it's dry, you can add some more. Go in and wet some areas and add some more. Go in and add dabs here and there to get it darker. Dry your block off if you want more. If you think, oh, I'd like that to be a little darker, don't use your block if it's got, don't dip it back in if it's got water on it, because you will definitely contaminate your ink pad, and you don't want that. So I've just got my paper towel sitting here. I'm getting a little bit more dark ink, and I'm just going to come in here and there, adding, and then I will set it aside to dry. So you can go as light as you want or as dark as you want. It's your creation. You make the rules. All right, so now to clean this, I'm going to wash this at the sink when I'm all done. Just put that aside. You're going to squeeze, see where it says push right here? You're going to squeeze that onto your paper towel until the water runs clear. So we just, see now we're getting better. Look at that. And then I will also take this to the sink and clean that out so that I am assured that I'm not going to go to watercolor something that's a very soft color and end up with it being a misty moonlight. That would not be good. All right, so what I'm going to do is take a paper towel because it's going to help to absorb some of that moisture. And I'm just going to set that on there. And I'm going to set this aside to dry. Just to the top. Marina, yes, you got the email. Okay, good. Oops, I closed that and I need it open. So next up, we are going to stamp this beautiful sentiment. I see you and you are wonderful. Love that sentiment. All right. So Saturday is World Card Making Day. I hope you guys have a smidge of time to make a card to send to somebody you love. All right, oh, I'm trying to get this so that it's straight. My cardstock is curled just slightly there, so. And I'm on my tippy toes so that I can get right over it. And I'm gonna hope. Nope. So I've got another couple pieces. When you're stamping with an audience, and I may have to bring this down a little lower so that I can get right over it because it is skinny. My cardstock is skinny and I don't want, let's clean this for a second. My cardstock is skinny. If your ink is a little heavy on your stamp, if it's a little juicy, just, I've shown you this before, take something flat and smooth so it doesn't scratch and push that ink down. All right, so now let's try that again because at the one end it was really heavy down here. So let's move that out of the way. Move my light so I can get right over. Hold my breath while I stamp. Okay, that's better, but it's not perfect. Let's see if we can try third time's a charm. If not, we are going to go with one of them. All right, so it's always an adventure when Marcy's stamping with you guys. Okay. And I think I am centered. Hold my breath there while I put it down. And that is better. See, third time's a charm. Okay. So now let's assemble this card. See, this isn't bad, but I think this one is a smidge better. You can see my C there is, this one here is a little thick still, so I'm good with this one. so let's come in, and I just have to make sure that I've got my right pieces here. All right. Well, thank you, Marina. I'm glad you enjoy the tips that I give. I need to grab another silicone craft sheet here. I have plenty of them because I love them. Add a bit of glue here because it's easier to add it to this piece than okay, and I flip it over, take a look, and give it just a little bit of a push up. Can you believe that it is going to be October 1st on Friday? Like, oh my goodness, how did that happen? Friday is my in-laws' wedding anniversary. And then Saturday's World Card Making Day. Sunday is my sister Anne's birthday. And then I also have a couple friends that have birthdays on Sunday as well. Then my dad's birthday is the 5th, and my mom and dad's anniversary was the 6th. Busy first week in October in our family. All right, you can see I just have just a skinny little strip, but I thought a skinny little piece really goes a long way. All right, so I'm actually looking at my embossed piece to make sure that my words, somebody might not notice, but I'm making sure that my words are the right way. So I see load, L-O-A-D. Because if you flip it upside down, then your words are upside down. So just be aware of that when you are attaching it to your card. I'm persnickety, so it matters to me. Some people might be like, oh, it just doesn't matter. It's barely noticeable, and that is fine. You do you, and I'm going to do me. And me is a persnickety old gal. So, yes. Yeah, I'm hoping that my dies, if they don't arrive for the Nature's Harvest class, I've got a few people waiting for them. I'm hoping that they will arrive either Friday or Monday. There's no shipping tomorrow, Stampin' Up! Has told us. So, we'll see. All right, so now I'm applying. You have to make sure you've got enough glue on this because of the fact that this is embossed and raised. I just love this color. It's so pretty. And I should have attached this layer to the crumb cake before I attached it to the base, but oh well. Now this is fairly thick, so that's why I have just the thin strip, so that I can go and attach it on top instead of tucking it under. All I'm going to do is I'm going to run a bead of my glue right here alongside, right snug up against that Designer Series paper, or DSP, and I'm going to just snug that up, give that a press. Because it's thicker, it takes a moment longer, and this is slightly longer, so I need to just come in here And can I get it? Wow. I couldn't do that the 2 times in a row, I tell ya. Oh my goodness. All right, so now we're gonna take, and I'm just going to angle cut slightly, just so that it gives it that bit different look. And how is this doing? This is still a little damp. Now I did do one earlier, so you can see every time you do it, it's going to be a little different. So which one do you like? Do you prefer the lighter look, or do you prefer the bit darker look? So this is the dark on here. And then this is the light. They're both beautiful, I think. But this is fairly dry, so I think I could go ahead and use it. Thank you, Amy. Yeah, this set, this this suite of products, they really, when you've got gorgeous products to work with, it really inspires you and makes it so that you can easily create. At least for me, it does. All right, so the darker one, Marina says. So I'm going to just take and apply some glue. And I'm working on October class. And I'm going to tell you right now, it is not going to have a bundle option, because some of the sets that I was looking at that I wanted to do are on low inventory, and I don't want to make you guys wait again. So I've chosen a stamp sets that don't, I'm working with 2 different ones at the moment that don't have coordinating dies, simply for that fact. Okay, now this is going to come across like that. So we need to add some dimensionals to pop that up. All right, and because this has, oh, I need to move you over just slightly. So to take your dimensional off, you peel it. You kind of roll it back. Don't pull it up, roll it back, and you'll have less tear of your cardstock. All right, so to be sure that I'm not going to place my dimensional on my, there. I'm gonna, on this here, I'm gonna place that like that. So that way I know exactly where it's gonna sit, and it's not going to bump up over top of, but I'm feeling where it's gonna hit on there. Lift that up so I can see, and give it a press. All right, so now we need those lovely little pearls. I thought the card was beautiful, but it needed just something else. And I was looking at my embellishments, and then I thought, you know what? I think a little bit of pearls, because of the lightness to them, they would bring a pretty light effect to my card. So that is how I chose. Just bringing in that bit more light. Whoops. So what is everybody watching right now? Brad and I started Midnight Mass on Netflix the other night. We've watched 3 episodes. 3 nights in a row we've watched an episode. It's a scary show. And I won't say anything else because I don't want to ruin it for anybody else, in case they might want to watch it if you like creepy shows. So that is it, guys. Look at that. There is, now this one here, I've got it over more, but that's okay. It's still lovely. I didn't want to add anything else to it. I can keep going sometimes, and then it's like, oh, that's too much. So I made myself stop. And I'm trying to see. No, that's not really helping. I need to get, I have so many lights. So many lights. I really need to get it figured out because it's quite dark in here. And I have two desk lamps right here. Then I have right there is a floor lamp that's pointed over top. Right beside me on the right is a floor lamp pointed right over top. And then I have another floor lamp on the other side. So like I am surrounded by lights, yet it's still not really super bright. Of course I have my ceiling light. So I do apologize for the lighting. So that is my card. I mean, when you look at it, you think, oh, that could be like difficult, but no, it's so easy. So easy. So I hope you guys try something like that. Pull out your watercolor paper or your shimmery white paper. The Fluid 100 comes like this. So it's 100% cotton paper. So you can see I've been die cutting a bunch of these. And it's quite thick. You get 10 sheets in here that they're 5 by 7 inches. But it's so beautiful and lovely to work with. The light looks good on your screen. Is it just my iPad looks really dark. Really dark. So that's what makes me think, oh no. All right, so we have one more day with this month's host code. So if you live in Canada and don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator that you currently work with, I would love the opportunity to earn your business. If you're shopping in my online store and your order is under $200, please use this month's host code. If it's $200 or more, don't use it. You'll get your own host rewards from Stampin' Up! And if your order is $100 or more, please think about joining my Stampin' Up! Family. We are a great bunch of ladies who, most of the people on here tonight that I'm chatting away with are team members. We are fabulous, aren't we, ladies? And so welcoming. And gentlemen, you are most welcome to our team as well. We welcome crafters of any experience, whether you just like to make cards as a hobby, whether you're wanting to be a bit of a business, whatever you want, we've got it for you. All right, that is all for me today. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm not sure if I'm going to be live on Friday. I've got an awful lot on the go right now. So If I'm not, I will have a video for you anyway. I will have something for you on Friday, no matter what. I will let you... Fantabulous Sassy Stampers, yes. I will have something for you on Friday. If you have any questions at all about the joining opportunity, please don't hesitate to ask. If you have any questions about the products I'm using, don't hesitate to ask. I am happy to help in any way I can. I'm just looking for my email little thingy here. So that's my email right there to ask me any questions relating to paper crafting. All right, have a great night, you guys, and I will see you soon. And if I don't see you till next week, have a great World Card Making Day. I am in an all-day stamping thing online that I'm not running it. I'm the participant, so I'm really looking forward to that. All right, guys, have a great night. Stay crafty, and I will see you again. Bye for now.